What's up, good people? I want to do just a quick little video to talk about something that's occurred to me as of late. We're getting ready to pass a sweeping tax reform that's going to tax the wealthy, people that make $400,000 more, and the super rich. We're going to make them pay their fair share, those bastards. And we're going to shake them down for all that money that's going to pay for everything. It's going to solve all the world's problems, right? Right? Now, where do you think that money's really going to come from? It may very well, the money may come in handy. I don't think it's going to solve as many problems as everybody thinks, but I think the money will come in handy. But where do you think the money's really going to come from? So, to understand what I'm talking about, understand that wealthy people, especially super wealthy people, they are the wealthiest among us, not because they got lucky, not because they hit a big scratch off at the pilot station. They're wealthy because they are the higher order of thinkers. They're smarter than we are. And have you noticed you haven't heard any of the super wealthy people, hardly any of them, complain about the new tax hike, because they know what they're going to do. Let me pontificate on that for a second. So imagine Joe Blow. He owns a big company, super wealthy, pays himself a modest salary of $100,000 a week, and he takes home a meager $60,000 a week. Let's say he gets hit for 40% at current rate, and he's used to living off that $60,000 a week, which is nothing for a super wealthy person. Jeff Bezos probably gives himself $1 million a week or some crazy stuff like that. So the big tax comes into effect, and now he's not taking home his $60,000 a week. He's only taking home $50,000 a week. Well, what he's going to do is he's going to raise his gross to the amount compensating for the tax, to where he's still taking home $60 a week. And you say, well, Carl, still, it doesn't matter. The government's still getting the money and solving all these problems. You're right. The government gets the money from him. And then he turns around and he amortizes those extra expenses over all the products of his goods or services that he sells. These super wealthy people, they own big companies. They sell products to everybody. So then they increase their products and services to us, the consumer, the end users. And then we wind up paying for it on the back end, which probably won't bother some of you liberals, but it sure bothers the heck out of me. When you hit the big man, when you hit the big fish, he's going to make it up somewhere. And that's just the way life is. These guys are smarter than we are, remember. You say, well, what about the in-between guy that just makes, he's got a company that only makes $10 million a year, and he pays himself $400,000 a year. He's going to make all them taxes with his corporation. He's going to pay extra taxes through his corporation. No, he's not. So now what he's going to do, this is the less bigger guy. All he's going to do is just, from now on, instead of paying himself $400,000 a year or more, he's going to pay himself $375,000 a year, which excludes him from that tax bracket. And then he'll make the rest of his salary up in corporate perks, or he may just he might make it up in just direct distributions from his corporation, shareholder distributions, which aren't going to fall under this new tax program. So either way, these guys, they're not complaining, because they know they're just going to pass it on to the little guys like us. I'm a little guy. Just food for thought. This is the way big business works. The little guy always pays the bills that kill. Now, poor people, and I'm talking about people that their family makes $60,000 or less a year and they have kids, they don't even pay any taxes. They get more back every year than they pay in during the year, and then they take that money to Disney World, or they go buy a new 4-wheeler. They ain't got a pot to piss in, but they'll go buy a new 4-wheeler or go to Disney World with that money. So they're real smart. That's why they stay broke, because they don't know how to spend the money that they get wisely. They don't spend it on things they need. They spend it on things they like and want. So the poor stay poor, the wealthy don't pay, and then the middle class, that's me and my wife, we're middle class, we just stay right in there in the cut, paying our asses off, because I don't make $400,000. I guarantee you this new tax law is going to get the little guy and the middle class guy, no matter what they say. Because whenever you go to purchase something and the goods have been inflated because they're taxing more now, the big guys inflated his goods. For example, Jeff Bezos, he owns Amazon. If he's getting hit for more taxes, he'll just raise his fees. You know, he'll make the vendors that sell on Amazon pay 3% more each. You know, he'll make up that money some way or another. You know, he sells books. He might raise the price of his books 10%. You know, just an amount you would never notice. But a guy like me, I can't go buy a piece of property or raise the expense on the price on what I'm selling. I'm just a truck driver. Anyway, it's genius, isn't it? You pay in the end. And I'm already starting to see fuel go up crazy. A year ago, I was paying about $1.80 for diesel a year ago. Now I paid $2.95 this morning. Last week it was $2.60. This week it's $2.95. And I have a feeling it's only going to go up. So all you good people that voted for King Biden, prepare to pay for that fuel. It's going to cost you. You're going to get to back up your political belief with a ton of money. You're going to get paid. You're going to get to pay $4, possibly $5 for a gallon of fuel. So you'll get to back up what you believe with your pocketbook, and you'll see how that feels. Anyway, guys, thank you. Have a great day. I'll talk to you later.